So let me guess, like most people, you're thinking of buying an Intel or Lake CPU and you know what motherboard can keep up with these insane CPUs. Well, don't worry, because today I have a pretty decent candidate. It may be a bit pricey, but the MSI MPG Z690 Edge does offer quite a few features you may want in your upcoming Intel 12th Gen build. It does cost $320, making one of the more expensive motherboards we covered on this channel, but thankfully it does have quite a few features to make up for it. Starting off with PCIe expansion, things are looking pretty standard here, with 3 16x slots and also one 1x slot, not to mention 4 M.2s and also 6 SATAs. So pretty much all the standard stuff you'd expect from a good Z690 motherboard. And moving up to CPU socket here, things are also looking pretty good. The board comes with both DDR4 or DDR5, so you can get a board that suits your memory needs. And when it comes to powering the CPU, well, you have 16 phases running at 75 amps. So this thing will be a dream board for overclockers out there and people who are running high-end Intel 12th Gen CPUs. So if you have, say, a 12900K and you wanted to stretch its legs as much as possible, then this is definitely a board to look out for. Plus, seeing how it has two 8-pins for the CPU, well, your CPU is going to be getting a lot of clean power in this board. And when it comes to I/O, things are still looking great. Starting off with 7 USB Type-A ports, with only 2 of them being USB Gen 2. So that is a lot of USB and a lot of speed, which is pretty good to see, seeing how we're all plugging in more and more USB devices up to our PCs every single day. So we are running out. And you also get USB Type-C, which is again pretty standard for Z690 now. And when it comes to networking, you have both 2.5 gigabit Ethernet and Wi-Fi 6 as well. Plus, as a bonus, you get both HDMI and DisplayPort for integrated graphics, which a lot more people are running nowadays for pretty obvious reasons. That all makes this board sound pretty great, right? And it is. But the issue is that there's also some pretty good competition in that $300 or so range. For example, if it's just the performance you're after and providing your CPU with as much clean power as possible, then something like the Z690 Ares Elite could be a good option for you, which we covered before on this channel. It is way cheaper, also comes in a Wi-Fi variant if you need it, and also has 16 phases going to the CPU, though only at 60 amps and with only an 8+4 CPU power connectors. So if you're not super big into overclocking and you just want your CPU to run its best, then the Z690 Ares Elite may be a better choice. Or maybe even stick with MSI's own Tomahawk motherboard, which also costs less. In fact, it's sub $300 and also has pretty much all the features you could ever need. PCIe expansion and rear I/O wise, it's almost identical to this board, but the Tomahawk is missing something big that this board has: RGB. Jokes aside, the Tomahawk will have probably all the features you could care about, and if you're an MSI fan that wants to save a buck, then you'd probably go for that motherboard and not this one. Now again, it's not to say that this motherboard is bad, but there are also so many other great options in this price range. So the best thing to do is just look at what features to be sacrificing if you decide to spend a bit less, and see if you can live with those compromises. But let me know what you think of this motherboard down in the comments below, and what motherboards you want to make overviews of next. And if you want to help support this channel so we can make more videos in the future, then the best way to do that is via our Patreon, which is going to be down in the video description below. Because even just one singular dollar a month truly goes a long way, and also allows us to make way better videos and videos on way more interesting topics, while you get awesome perks as well. I'd also love to thank my existing patrons: Gavin Burns, Ryan OKB, Meg Sumner, Shane Allcroft, Lance B, Comic Edge Clothing, and Jesse Herbman. Thank you guys so much. Support truly goes a long way. Down you're also going to find our merch store if you want to help support the channel that way. Plus, then there's also our Discord server if you want to talk to me or at this or whatever else really. Plus, down there's our social media links as well. But anyway, that's what it's. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then remember to subscribe, like, whatever, and I'll see you all in whatever I make next. Goodbye everyone. Goodbye.